Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. Track 2, title track, Earl, produced by Tyler, the Creator. Flat 6.
4+.
God damn.
Oh, brother. 8+ in 2010, flat 8 in 2022.
All right, hold on. I got to mark down your first
Oh,
takeaway of the 2022 era.
all right.
Got it.
Spoiler style, the intro is the only thing that's not a takeaway.
What, in the modern era?
Yeah.
Mel, drop the bomb. Drop the bomb.
That's-
Drop the fucking bomb. Might as well.
I don't care about no bomb.
Off. We know who we're dealing with tonight. Jesse, here you go.
You fucking Mark!
That's the mega bomb?
Yeah, you're a fucking Mark.
That was dropped on me last time I was on here.
Well, Mel didn't do it correctly, but it's okay.
There's
In
another
true
bomb.
AEW fashion, the shit went off like the exploding barbed wire death match, and only a few sparklers went off.
I had it up all the way. The volume was turned up.
Well, no,
Moulz
the point
promised me
was
a neutron bomb.
it was supposed to be like you spamming him with it, you know?
Oh, I mean, well, shit.
You fucking Mark!
Actually, here you go. I'll leave it on loop.
You fucking Mark! You fucking Mark! You fucking Mark!
Hey,
You fucking Mark!
hey,
You fucking Mark!
Jesse, you a fucking Mark.
You fucking
We no
Mark!
longer in the fucking dark.
You fucking
We know you like the kid raps.
You fucking Mark!
Nigga better get back.
You fucking
Real
Mark!
Raiders in the building, bitch.
You fucking
We ain't here
Mark!
for that children shit.
You
We
fucking
like real
Mark!
grown raps, nigga.
Yeah,
You fucking
We ain't finna
Mark!
hold back, nigga.
let's go!
Fucking Mark! You fucking
Let's
Mark!
go!
Don't give me this. Yo, I just got dizzy. Oh, man, hold on. I'm about to faint.
All right. Play it again. Mel, play it again. This is for at Spectrum Pulse.
Okay. You want me to loop it again?
No, just once.
Oh, okay, fine. Here you go.
You fucking Mark!
That's literally his name. So we can move on.
It is, isn't it? Mark Grondin.
Yes.
We know about him.
Grinding.
Yeah.
My grind's about family, never been about fame.
That's in a few weeks. You want to talk about marking? Yeah. Wait till we get to that fucking re-up gang.
I'm proud to be a mark of the re-up gang. I would not be proud to be no mark of this 15-year-old to this day.
It ain't proud, it's enjoyment style.
In 2022, you still enjoy 9 out of 10 15-year-old raps.
Hey, it is what it is.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, all right, Moulz 4+, me flat 6, Jesse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're talking about the raps now. Here's the thing. The canonization of these opening lines from people who apparently just discovered syllables like a day prior to hearing this tape is sickening. And we've been talking about this all night, but I'll say this here. Yes, this is more impressive technical rapping than you'd expect from your typical 15-year-old. However, he was mainlining MF Doom and like relapse era Eminem, right? So imitation is pretty easy when you're smart, which is what Earl has always seemed to be, a smart guy. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. You still have to have the skill to properly imitate it. But when his blueprint is rappers like Eminem and MF Doom, it'd be different if there was no precedent for this. Because then I might have been on the train too. If this is the first time we ever heard somebody rapping like this, rhyming like this, like, yo, this 15-year-old kid is like one of the GOATs already. But people lost their minds over, I'm a hot and bothered astronaut, crashing while jacking off to buffering vids of Asheroth, eating applesauce. And they went up, bro. They went so far up.
They did.
And like, it's like,
They
y'all
did.
never heard a nigga rhyme before? Like, yeah, it's amusing. It's like the absurdist horrorcore thing we're going to get all throughout the tape. But it's like, bro, the way they talked about these bars, it's like no kid has ever rhymed like this. Okay, I doubt that, number one. And two, say he was. Adults have, though.
I was in
Why
Facebook
aren't we talking?
groups.
Listen to them.
You know what? Do you have Beautiful Seduction?
Beautiful Seduction.
Is that it? No. Waste of, what is it? Oh well. You have Brenton's EP on
I
the computer?
do. I do.
Play the first song.
I do.
Play the first song. This is Groomer Moulz, okay? Even though I think Brenton was 18 when he made this.
Okay. Waste of a Species?
Waste of a Species.
Okay. Wow.
How
Shout
could
out
I be
to the
impressed? How could I be impressed by this 15-year-old when this 18-year-old's doing the fake Eminem thing much better? If I'm in the market for derivative fake Eminem, early Eminem influence, this is what I want to hear.
Hey, shout out to Brenton, the homie. Here you go.
Fuck you, that's why I slack off. I think I'll take class off so I can jack off. I just snorted bath salts in the bathroom stall. I'm hungry, I'll eat a homeless guy's ass off. If you think I give a fuck, if you disapprove, you're as dumb as the people who take my shit literal. Dumbass. You can catch me in the inner tube, in the nude, doing laps around your little kid's swimming pool. I'm a criminal and my dick is minuscule. To tell the truth, it hasn't grew since middle school. If I wasn't suspended, then I was skipping school, sniffing glue and got sent to the principal. He said, Brenton, you have to do your homework. You can't stand up in class with a boner. It wasn't my fault, Mr. Principal, man. The teacher said if the work was hard, she would lend me a hand. This world was not made for me. 9 to 5, I can't do it. Conform, your brain's implanted. I don't fit in your system. Go to school, go to work, get a job, get a life. Go to school, go to work, get a job, get a life. I was 17.
I'll give
What
Brenton
year was this?
That
Came
be
out in
2012,
2012.
right?
It was made in 2011.
And that's better than Earl?
By
Yeah,
far.
that's what Moulz said. I'll
By
give
far.
Brenton this.
And-
He could
and
write
this
a
is
hook
what
better than Earl.
This is what I'll say is better than Earl about it, right? And what I'll highlight for pretty much the rest of the tape. Earl can write like Eminem and Doom, but he can't perform like Eminem and Doom. And my biggest issue with Earl, not just on this tape, but across his whole career, I'm still waiting for him to wake up. I'm waiting for him to give me some style. I'm waiting for him to perform and entertain. And he has yet to do that, in my opinion. He is still this monotone and lacking in energy, just like droopy, just kind of like slumped over ass rapper to me.
That is
So
his
yeah,
style.
he can write like those guys, but I'd rather listen to all of the guys that he's writing like. I'd
Okay,
rather
but that's
listen.
his style. His style is droopy.
I don't like his style. Flat out.
But you said
I
you were
don't
waiting
like
for him
the-
to give you style. That's his style.
I'm waiting for him to give me flair. I'm waiting for him to give me energy. I'm waiting for him to put some bass in his voice and rap. And I don't get that from him. I get this same, him just kind of dragging ass through every single song forever.
You know, as a guy who enjoys my fair share of monotonous, droopy Eeyore raps, as I was teased for making in like 2010, 2011. I like Jesse said, I understand it's his style. I don't expect him to ever go beyond this, but given he no longer traffics in this specific content, but it's also really a consequence of, again, these journalists and bloggers and industry people that propped him up, because he never even got to fully, I guess whatever we're hearing now, his recent output is his sound. It's what he's comfortable with. I think it's.
I don't think it's his
the
sound.
music he wants to make.
No,
I think it is. Now it is.
It's not his sound because that guy Mike created this sound and Earl jumped on it.
Right.
No,
Earl is on the. Earl
He's doing
is
someone
making,
else's sound.
Yeah, Earl is doing cosplay of an Earl stan right now, which is maybe the most damning indictment on his whole career if we're really keeping it a buck. Because
What do you mean?
He came in the game trying to emulate Eminem and MF Doom, and now he's emulating someone who attempted to initially start making music by emulating him.
Well,
I don't know what Mike. I know Mike was a fan. I don't know if he was emulating Earl ever.
I never heard no Mike. Okay.
He's impressive.
I know of him.
He's impressive.
It is kind of makes you throw your hands up when you see somebody like eat their children. Basically, it's like you don't need to do that. Like they got this shit from you. But here's the thing, man. Like maybe he's still finding himself. I don't know. But the thing about him being monotone or whatever, I think a lot of maybe what you wanted from him came from this idea that he was supposed to develop into the next Nas or somebody. Yes. And it's if
he was never framed that way, maybe I would have felt differently about him.
Right. But when you get talked about like you're the next GOAT MC, you're expecting him to sort of shift gears and kind of add some fire and some flair.
Yes.
And like that's not what he's interested in doing, apparently.
Like I love Gangstar and Guru is monotone, like maybe the most famous monotone MC of all time. But he's got these premier beats that energize the affair. I don't find this music to be energizing. It's like bedroom music to me. All of it.
I'm gonna explain the two phases of Earl's career in a way that you should understand, Mel. Tyler going on the fuck Earl's mom rant and the all of that. That was basically the Stilo Pigeons and Planes moment. And instead of retiring, Earl just became kind of more withdrawn, and he kept making music. He was like, I have a name, I'm going to keep recording, but I'm never going back. Pretty much, I'm never going back to anything that would get those kind of kids into me. I knew this already. The kill people, burn shit, fuck school kids. I just want to alienate them 100%. So that's kind of why he changed his
trajectory of his career. No, I know about that. I'm going to talk about it more later. But it's like this whole idea of the way he raps now and the way he rapped then. Really, only the content's changed. I mean, I've noticed from the projects I've heard, like I don't like shit. I don't go outside. There's that
might be the project that's the closest to what his actual sound is, because that was before the heavy Mike influence, and I think at that point he had shaken off the Doom and Eminem-isms.
He seemed to rap with more. It was still, I guess, the word monotone, but I recall there being sort of a chip on his shoulder. He was rapping with a little more ferocity, So I feel like those are his only modes, really. It's like sort of the kind of laid back syllable flow. And then there's like kind of something to prove, like sort of like pent up frustration flow. But like, I'm never going to expect him to rap like a Young Thug or like a fucking Meek Mill or like, I don't think I've ever heard him raise his voice.
But that's kind of like what I've been waiting for, is like, for him to develop his voice more, and to me, he never did that. He just kind of he's kind of just stayed in one gear, tonally. And, for as technically proficient as he may have been for a 15-year-old, I don't care about Hot and Bothered Astronaut jacking off with Asher Roth and applesauce. I don't care about anything he's saying here. It may be delivered and constructed in a technically proficient manner. That doesn't mean that anything he's saying sticks with me. None of it sticks to me. It's just all because it's lyrical masturbation, basically.
No, it's that, but it's juvenile nothings. They're kids. They're just saying funny shit to them. And, you know, here I am in 29. And even back then, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is being rapped very well, but how much do I actually care about this? Now, some people, this shit's great. They're laughing along, they're replaying, they're loving it. And shout out to them. You know, like, I see where the amusement is and the humor is, but like, I can't pop for this. Like, I don't care about you rhyming astronaut, jacking off, Asheroth, applesauce. Like, that does nothing for me.
No.
You know?
And by the way, we get some like almost rumble pack boom, 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 boom beginning to this beat as well. Not a fan of the beat here.
I mean, the beat is, the buzzy, growly synth lines,
I
trudging ass drums. And
I hate when the
808.
synths get like really aggressive. I don't like that at all on here. To the whole Two Dope Boys thing, you know, we get more of that, and he's talking about Shake and Shake's daughter or whatever. Gives a shit. Who's Shake? It's 2022. Who's Shake?
Shake was somebody in 2010.
No, we
Okay,
know who
I'm
Shake
talking
is.
about
He's
right
just
now
saying-
in 2022.
Yeah.
Who's Shake? Future generations will ask, who the fuck is Shake?
It was recorded. Okay, it was recorded at a time where the context applied.
And I'm reviewing it at a time when the context is fading.
I get it. Hey, I'm just saying. At the
On-
time
on
of its
that
recording,
topic,
Shake
though,
he was a deal. I don't know if he was a big deal.
I don't enjoy this, okay? And that guy Shake looks like he should be on like fucking Miami Ink or something.
all I have to say is the whole, you know, fuck two dope boys, fuck them niggas. Get up off the pavement, wipe the dirt and vomit off. Dope boys hating, but them redacteds is a lot of talk. You know, try talking on a blog with your fucking arms cut off, put it in a carpet and watch it get auctioned off. The ace tail Shake's daughter was sorry, but Papa's gone, bitch. Okay, look, just briefly, in case no one knows who Shake is. Shake being like, I think the creator and like head
One half of Two Dope
writer.
Boys.
Yeah, him and Mecca, right?
Yeah.
Listen, Blog Era Gyms 1 and 2 out now. I'm not getting into this right now, but
He's the Moulz of Two Dope Boys. Just the white person is what I mean. The white half.
I get it. Here's the thing. Like, they were as Two Dope Boys was probably as susceptible to blog bullshit as any of the other sites, meaning they had their biases and they had their grudges and things.
Yeah, but they wore this bias very much on their sleeve. Like they
But to be
refused
fair,
cover them.
though, look how they were being talked about. Now, I don't know. Maybe they wrote some like snarky email back to Tyler and the gang when they first tried to submit things. And, you know,
and this is a band, by the way, that I think has like persisted to this day.
Perhaps, but they did wave the white flag after the Fallon thing. They were, I don't remember the exact wording, but they were like, okay, we fucked up, like almost like let's move on. They never issued an apology, but they kind of admitted like this thing is too big for us to just not talk about. So okay, we fucked up, but like yeah,
They didn't
almost
post
like
their
leave
music.
us alone, huh?
They didn't post their music. Sometimes they would post songs where they were featured,
Oh
but they wouldn't post their albums or their singles or anything.
yeah, they made a
To
poster
be
almost like
fair,
leave us alone.
I'm pretty sure Odd Future fired the first shots. And if you here's the thing too, they're like, oh, fuck Two Dope. What did Tyler's young bastard? Fuck you, Two Dope for not posting some like whatever year old kid making their own beats and their own rap. It's like, do you hear what you're rapping about? Like, they're thinking about like how marketable, like, is this going to get us clicks? Like, y'all kids is wilding. Why are you surprised that this isn't being posted? Tyler, Earl, anyone else? I mean, it's basically horrorcore shit, which mileage varies for people on that.
They
And
posted
they
a lot of
don't
shit.
post that. They don't post that kind of music.
They
Okay,
don't.
but they posted a lot of shit that wasn't as good.
Who cares? They don't
Okay,
post horrorcore.
you know?
They also didn't post,
They post hip-hop.
nerdcore. Yeah, they just
It's
post.
not.
hip-hop.
It wasn't
Like,
hardcore. It was hip hop. It was just a kid rapping, sometimes about crazy shit. But yeah,
But what they heard and what they saw, it's easy to explain away why they thought it was horrorcore.
They were the only adults in the room.
I mean, Tyler
Okay.
was saying, we're not fucking horrorcore or whatever, but like, you can't make horrorcore and then say you're not horrorcore, and then we're just like, all right, you're not horrorcore. That's like
horrorcore.
Is Jeezy a rapper or a trapper?
He's the rapper, but horrorcore was like it was a made up genre, kind of like neo soul. Like it's just music. It's just rap music. Neo soul is R&B.
Yeah, but what
I'm
does the
gonna tell you
content
something.
primarily consist of, Jesse?
Evil shit? I don't know.
Right. Like, if I buy an album from a artist that's deemed horrorcore, should I expect them to rap about certain things like horror stuff that most other rappers don't do?
Dart Adams can confirm. I'll tweet him right now to ask. I think it was a journalist named Havelock Nelson that created the term horrorcore, and it was a journalist, and like it just took off from there.
Okay,
but like it wasn't a real thing, huh?
If you listened to Necro,
I fucked with Necro for a minute.
Example. If you listen to Necro, like, what is the content lyrically that you would expect to hear on a Necro song?
Fucked up shit.
Right. That's horrorcore.
Necro was definitely horrorcore.
Whatever you want to call it.
He was more extreme than Odd Future.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying these guys were standing around in a circle saying we're horrorcore, but when you traffic primarily in a certain type of content, whether you like it or not, you belong to some sort of horror rap subgenre.
Yeah, but there wasn't that much of it. It was Necro's Gravediggers to an extent.
Gravediggers is definitely horrorcore.
Yeah, I don't like the term. Put it like that. Like it's all hip hop.
Jesse.
It's a horror movie. It's supposed to end horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not supposed to be positive. It is negative.
The point is, from the blogger's point of view, and trust me, I'm about to throw off because we fucking know about the industry and the bloggers. But from the blogger's point of view, yeah, this isn't the easiest thing to promote, you know. But to be fair, and to be an Odd Future, because I was an artist at the same time, and I understand a lot of these, you know, grudges they'd hold. Two Dope Boys specific, like the Lupe one. When I finally found out what that was about, that seemed a bit sensitive. It's like, and they broke the thing one time because Lupe dropped like a cancer awareness song. And they were like, we know we've had our issues with him, but this is for a good reason. And then went back to never post them. I remember when they would post Birdman songs, they just call them shit.
Bird shit.
Yeah, bird shit. And they just shorten it like apostrophe shit. And I'm like, it's cringy. From like, and this is supposed to be like would-be professionals and tastemakers. You know?
Yeah, like why are you dedicated?
So I get Odd Future, but I also get the vlogs. So it's like it's this weird thing where,
and I don't get no Future. Okay, fuck them both. I'm sad that they're both still regarded today as some sort of nostalgic thing.
Yeah,
what's regarded as nostalgic?
This era of Odd Future, the blog era, everything. Like
Odd Future was a big thing.
I'm saying it's a shame that people have nostalgia and not shame for this. You know, when I was 12 years removed from being a Limp Bizkit fan, everyone was so shameful of the fact that they listened to Limp Bizkit. You know, they weren't like, oh man, remember those days? They would do anything to forget them. They don't want anyone to remember the fact that they liked Limp Bizkit. But now, the edgelord shit of the day, you know, and I'll freely admit, I think Limp Bizkit fucking rules. Always have. But the edgelord shit of the day, okay, that no one has any shame over it. Everyone's still nostalgic. I don't see that same shame that I saw with some of the edgelord shit of my era. You know, a lot of people threw Eminem under the bus and decided they were too good for Eminem about 12 years after Eminem rose to prominence. However, I didn't see anyone with that same shame for this fucking Earl project.
I don't want to, like, you know, have the dick in my mouth too much, and I don't want to use too much hyperbole. But I feel like the Odd Future movement was semi-comparable. I'm not going to put them on Wu-Tang level, but comparable to, like, Dipset, maybe? The little run that they had. I'm not talking about quality.
Bigger than Dipset, smaller than Wu-Tang.
Right, okay. So like, yeah, they had, like, a big movement. They were...
Dipset felt big, Jesse, because we were from New York and we were tapped in.
They were big on the internet, but they weren't.
Yeah, but they weren't that big in reality.
I'm saying they were big on the internet. They were, you know.
Yeah, but look at what Tyler's gone on to do. But yeah, what's your point? I'm just saying Tyler's gone on to be much bigger than anyone at Dipset.
My point being, people still have nostalgia for this because it was a big moment. It was a big, it was a big thing. It was Maybe the 2010s version of Beatlemania. I don't know. I wasn't there for Beatlemania.
I'm seeing people reevaluate like a lot of comedy films, you know, and it's like, oh man, Napoleon Dynamite, man. What were we thinking? That it was so mean-spirited. We were just laughing at this kid. I don't see people with that same self-awareness about the music that they listen to. That's all I'm saying. Not in this generation. In my generation, which is actually younger than your generation, Jesse, we had some shame for some of the edgelord content we consumed.
I feel
I'm gonna say this. Whatever Tyler was saying, we ain't horrorcore or whatever. Just because you made fake Neptunes beats doesn't mean the shit you were talking about wasn't horrorcore. That was kind of their appeal too. It's like they got these like spacey, beautiful, like serene sort of productions. This Tyler's a genius, but like they're talking about this raunchy, crude shit. Yeah, it was new. It was new to sort of combine those things. But bro, you're not gonna tell me you're not horrorcore or this shit's easy to post when it's sent to Earth to poke Catholics in the ass with saws and knock blunt ashes into their caskets and laugh it off. You know, fucking Earl puts the ass in Assassin, puts the pieces of decomposing bodies in plastic. That ain't horrorcore.
Who
puts
else
them in a pan,
is
mixed it with
trafficking in that content that Nah Right and Two Dope Boys are posting? Who are also new artists who are, you know, still trying to establish themselves. Who of that ilk were they posting? Who else with that kind of content?
With that kind of content, no one. But I think their gripe was like, we're doing some new, different shit. Why don't you give us a chance?
Because we don't post music.
They shouldn't
like
have been marks for themselves. It's not
Why
personal, right? This doesn't align with what we post.
You just didn't really know your audience, because essentially that's like going to Not Right and Two Dope Boys is almost like going to Hot 97 or Power 105 with a record like Yonkers or something like that. Like it's a risky proposition if you're not on yet. You know,
you saw what Earl when Tyler went there. You know, look at me and Flex looking for some hot butt sex, and he's like, "What made you go with it?" You know, like
right. But the point is, Tyler was fully established at that point and can get away with anything.
Right. We know that's his brand now.
Why not send this to Pitchfork, Gorilla versus Bear, Brooklyn Vegan, and this type of sites that would maybe more so traffic in this sort of alternative music?
I mean, they
took it personally.
Yeah, they felt like we're to some degree probably better than all these kids. Like, give us a shot.
As kids would be expected to do, they took it personally. And they built a brand off of it. And I, as a kid at the time, I thought that was funny, along with the whole fuck Steve Harvey thing. It was all very funny and aggressive and hashtag random. And it was easy to brand. It was kids wilding out. But my whole thing is like, even at the, like, for the record, I think I remember hearing Earl back when I discovered it in 2011. I wasn't in love with it then. I like more songs than I like now, but like even then, it's like if you switch out this content with some other content, you know, maybe I would like this tape. But it's like I don't care about.
I would not, because I don't like the majority of the production on here. Maybe
well,
like
that's my point too. I don't really care about most of the beats, so you know. But I have to look at this funny because it's like, you know, 8.3 in 2018 from Pitchfork off of I Got Nuts to Bust and Butts to fucking Ups to Shut and Sluts to fucking Uppercut. It's shoved a trumpet up her butt and like.
And the whole thing is, Jesse, you're saying they just wanted a chance. Who's giving them a chance? What kind of music would Pitchfork give an 8.3 to with that lyrical content? They don't review ICP. They don't review Esham. Like R.A. the Rugged Man. Like all of a sudden we're given this kind of lyrical content at 8.3 when we don't even give this type of music the time of day generally.
Like Jesse's been saying, like nostalgia is strong as hell. And yeah, here on our show, Rap Rankings, you know, we rate off of enjoyment. We don't presume to be the fucking, you know, quality experts. We're not here to tell you what's good and bad, but like, even in the enjoyment space, you have to ask yourself, do I enjoy this song or do I just enjoy the time period that it reminds me of? You know, and it's like, I'm listening to this and I'm just like, ruptured cunts and like, what am I supposed to get from this? How is this meaningful to me?
You guys
know?
kind of marked out for Slim Shady LP. I mean, Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah, you know why? Because he's better at this than Earl.
Oh my God. Are we doing this right now?
I'm talking about subject matter. I'm not saying who's better.
Again, better at this than Earl.
Okay, but it was
And with
similar.
more purpose, too.
Eminem
Like-
isn't just saying random things. What he's saying connects to something.
On that album, there was a lot of just
Absolutely.
random, just trying to pop people.
I'm going to tell you what. The Slim Shady LP, Marshall, had way more range than this mixtape. Like, he was able to do other things. He's like,
Right.
we don't have to do this. He's a better, infinitely better rapper.
There's
than
no,
Earl,
like,
pun
we
intended.
can't, there's not even a conversation to be had here.
I'm talking about subject matter. He was influenced by that stuff. That's why he was doing
we
this
know.
stuff.
Yeah, but
And-
this
and
is the
to-
thing. It's a surface level influence. It's taking the technique, but none of the dexterity, the flair, the songwriting, which I don't know if
He's
Earl
missing
has
the
made
secret
it.
sauce.
Has Earl made a song yet in his career?
Right, a
What do you mean?
song. I don't know.
A song.
Yeah, the song with Casey Veggies and Vince Staples. I forget the name of it.
Hive?
Yeah, that was a song. They had a hook. They had 3 verses.
I don't
they had,
remember the hook. What was the hook?
I don't fuck with no cops. I know Casey Veggies said that.
Again,
There ain't no
like
song.
That's a whole
Listen.
song.
if you don't remember the hook, it might not be a song. But
I haven't
the
heard that
thing
album
is,
in a long time.
people went crazy for this, and like I've been saying, and like Moulz was saying, like Eminem has
It's
a
listens
nuance.
to Eminem once music. That's what this is. It's,
And MF
It's
Doom
none of the
and-
subtleties.
To be fair, probably more than once because he's able to accurately,
Right.
you know.
I'm just saying the meme, something listens
right, no,
to
no,
blank
right, the
once.
meme. Yeah, Earl was like listens to Eminem maybe 200 times, and you can accurately imitate the flows and the patterns and the pockets. But here's the thing: you're missing the thing. And he should be missing it. He was 15.
Right, and that's what
Keep
I'm
in
saying. I
mind,
don't want
like-
to come down too hard on him on this review because we're reviewing the material of a minor. We're reviewing the material of someone who's literally going through puberty when they're writing it.
You know,
Earl puts the ass in
Hold on,
assassin isn't impressive.
Jesse interjects. Earl had already completed puberty.
No, I was saying Earl puts the ass in assassin is not impressive for a 15-year-old.
No, it's not. Congrats on knowing how to spell assassin.
Twice, the word ass is in there. Yeah,
Yes, I know.
that's impressive for a kid
Jesse's
that age.
rap splaining again.
No, I'm just saying that's impressive for a 15-year-old.
Okay, here's my final point about this song.
Yeah, we
I've
have
already
like 11 more
discussed
songs
these-
to cover, or 9 more songs to cover.
8. Here's the thing. Yeah, we know he's influenced by Eminem. We know he's influenced by MF Doom. Another influence, and this is another thing where it should have been a wake-up call to people listening. The man said, slip capsules in a glass, she Dizzy Rascal. If you know of Dizzy Rascal at 15 as an American, why are you as an adult surprised that he's able to rap like this? Like, he's just imitating people who he enjoys.
Right,
You
and
should not
only
be
that,
blown away
It's honestly
by
not
this.
that impressive in an era when all this information is freely available to you on the internet. It's not like you had to go and hang out in a record store or actually like have the big homie put you on to something. No, this is ASAP Rocky is all of a sudden influenced by Houston and Memphis. How is that possible from someone growing up in Harlem? Because the internet knocked down all the barriers.
Okay, and Earl was also rapping well. We can move on.
We can, because what does Flat 6 mean? It's
Rapping
To
well consists more of finding words that rhyme and doing like technical flows. This is not
Yeah, I'm
rapping
sure.
well to me.
I'm sure.
Look, if we know anything at all in 2022 by now, it's that it's not hard to rap. To perform the act of rapping.
Like, so I can just say nonsense as long as it sounds like I'm delivering it in the most bar spitter-y way possible. Like, Jesse, hold on. We just saw a video of that people were gassing up of this dude rapping like fucking Rodan inside of a clothing store. You remember what I'm talking about?
I do.
Like,
I do.
why didn't you go up for that?
That's a different level of rap marks. In 2022, people are going to hype up anything that sounds super underground. We're in a different era now. It's the kids are fucking weird now, or the no offense, Moulz, but the white people are fucking weird now.
They've always been weird.
They'll just shout out any fucking underground sensation as the next thing, and I'm like, no, this is not even that good.
Why is this a 6 in a nutshell for me? Because it's like, congratulations, you can rap. I don't care about what you're rapping about. You also wear your influences on your sleeve. This beat does nothing for me. You get the 6 off the fact that, yeah, you're a competent rapper, very competent to be 15, but
Very competent.
I don't know what else you want from me. I don't know what else I'm expected to get from this. And that's where I'll leave it, you know? So
You don't have to enjoy it, just the very competent.
Here it
Thank
is.
you.
Mel, this is what they were going up for, like,
We
2 weeks ago.
know. We know. We don't.
He's rapping
care.
extremely well.
No, he's not. I don't even remember it.
I don't understand, Jesse. He's doing everything that Earl's doing.
Let me
Saying
check
a
it
bunch
out
of
right
shit.
now for the second time.
It's in the chat style.
I'm
He's saying
looking.
a bunch
I'm
of
pressing
shit.
play.
He's rapping technically. Like, this should be good based on that criteria.
No, this is not good. He's not on beat. He's fucking, yeah, he shouldn't have been.
Mel,
Yeah.
you hear him?
yeah, I hear him.
Yeah.
Do you see a difference other than the speed? Because this guy's rapping even faster. Technically, this should be more impressive, right?
No.
Based on the rubric that you've laid out.
No, he's
He's
not on
rapping
beat.
well.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. No. And a white person posted this, so fuck that. There is an agenda of sorts. For, you know, a lot of these white people to put over any fucking new white kid. Yeah. Yeah, from the same guy. Okay, yeah. This is the guy, Moulz, that you're trying to use to make a point. Him saying shit is good.
I don't, by the way, I don't like the guy who I sent you who's
Right.
rapping a mile a minute.
But the person that made that tweet is a fucking weirdo. Okay. Oh, Eminem is a cornball. Self-hating, white, keep it real shit. That man wishes he could go back to hang at Fat Beats and all this stupid shit.
All right.
Listen,
4, 5,
Eminem-
6, and Roots of Evil got some of the best storytelling ever in rap. Those can place Cool G Rap as GOAT status. We know about this piece of shit.
I don't have time to address this whole Cool G Rap Dante Ross thing right now, but can you guys stop being morons for a moment?
At that
And-
done bud, from me to you, go fuck yourself.
At dumb. Oh, this guy. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
Please stop with this, okay? One guy had an opinion about something. We don't have to fucking freak out because a guy who was actually there for all of this shit has a different opinion than you.
Best of love, Dante Ross. Best of love to my friend who he got into it with.
Best of love to Dante Ross. Best of love to Jesse's friend. Best of love to Cool G Rap.
Legend. Not the GOAT. A legend, though. It's okay for people to just be legends. Earl is a
Here's the thing.
rap legend at this point
It's-
to me.
It's okay for Cool G Rap to have influenced guys like Nas and Black Thought and all of that. It's also okay for me to say I prefer guys like Nas and Black Thought over him,
Correct.
while still recognizing without him there may not have been a them.
Correct. All right, let's move on. We have to.
All right. Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform.